Oh wow, look at me. I'm a nervous wreck. My knees are shaking, my shirt is getting wet. It probably seems like it's my first time, but you've seen me here before. At least now I'm kinda steady, just a little shaky. But a few weeks ago, I would be pacing back and forth like I couldn't find the floor. It takes getting used to public speaking and speeches. With all these piercing eyes, they notice all, even my twitches. I'm getting there though, I've seen major improvement. And if you wouldn't see it yet, I'm still not gonna vex. I'm a lot more confident, prepared, informed, and less stressed. I analyze my audience, like page 346 in the text. Let me refer it to you. Communication in Our Lives by Juliet E. Wood. I used it to complete my course, and it is the 6th edition. It helped me a lot with my communication, and now I'm on a mission. I must give credit where credit is due. I've learned so much thanks to Miss Ralna Simmons. When I first started my class, my interests weren't where they're supposed to be, right? But after a while, strange faces became friendly. I realized that class could be fun, especially thanks to Miss Simmons' personality, of course. She made learning easy. My speeches, I was very confident for my informative speech, but up to 5 minutes before, I became nervous and I overexpanded on my points and time was up on me. I then went to persuasive speech where I was more confident because I had creativity on my side and so forth. I did a poem and I overlooked the nervousness and I delivered. I felt great. I had other presentations in other classes, and I must say that this class helped me, as in my other classes I weren't as nervous. I mean, with the experience, I was a lot more comfortable. I can see where I have grown. My group presentation was a bit more difficult because it was a large group compared to the rest, and we had more to do. Right? We had to find other things for people to do. We ran out of time again, but this course, communication, has helped me a lot. Chapter 7 spoke on communication and culture, and being in a university where there are other cultures, there are diverse cultures and so forth, it helped. Being someone that likes to travel, I have accepted others, right? And I would just like to say thanks to Miss Simmons and my classmates. I enjoyed being in class with you guys. It was fun, it was a good run, and thank you.
During the course Oral Communications, I have written and edited many speeches, which have seen me experiencing the joy of triumph and the agony of defeat. My first speech was an impromptu one, and knowing that it was to be taped, I was very nervous. However, I believed I did well. But there were more to come. My informative speech was next, and though I rise to the challenge, I was disappointed in my performance because I had exceeded my time and I depended too much on my script. I have had my moments of anxiety, specifically when the time comes for me to choose a topic for my persuasive speech. But I decided to utilize one of the steps of public speaking. Choose a topic in which you are comfortable with, and that is what I did. The thought that ran through my mind upon registering for this course is that, as a teacher, communicating orally is important. It is a means by which I will be able to understand the needs of my students. And today I am not disappointed because this class has allowed me to increase my verbal skills. It has also heightened my awareness of my audience's response as I view their verbal and nonverbal responses. These interactions with others have helped me in my understanding of the differences between groups and teams. Knowing that the formation of groups is an important one that as we as NCU students we have to face. And even though we bring to the fore our differences, we have a common aim to achieve, and that aim is to receive the best grade possible. There were different types of communications that I have learned, whether it be interpersonal communications, which deal with the communications between individuals, or intrapersonal communication that involves self-talk, which will help us to plan ahead or even to rehearse our speeches. Groups, organizations, public and intracultural communications are the other types that I have learned. When I look at the perceptions that others have of us, I am able to understand that they come as a result of their personal beliefs, their background, or their culture. Others, now let's face the facts. How we relate to others are different from how we relate to our friends or our family members. This comes as a result of our own understanding and perceptions of others. This leads to our ability to listen. Although many times we practice selective listening and we choose only to hear what we want to hear, this can bring about disagreements and conflicts. Woods 2012, page 66, stated that when we listen poorly, we are not communicating well. Therefore, in learning to listen, let's utilize these steps in listening, being mindful. Focus on who is speaking and what is being said. Physically receiving message, avoid distractions. Selecting and organizing materials, focus on information being received. Interpreting communication, put together all that was said and make sense of it. Responding, engage in the process with a nod, maintain eye contact, affirm yes, no, okay, etc. And finally, remembering. Remember what was said. Public speaking is important in career development. It is important to know what to do and how to do it. 3 tips I'd like to leave with you. When doing public speaking, choose topics that are important to you, maintain a good posture, and utilize visual aids. My final thought is an important one that our instructor taught. She said, when using visual aids, be careful not to allow the visual aids to present for you or to present to your visual aids, but to use them as what they are, visual aids. As a result of my experiences in this class, I have grown, and I know you have grown as well. Learning only ends when one